David, congratulations. I wanted to talk about acoustics because I think that as an audience we have it for granted, right?
Right. Well, we all have ears and we can hear, hopefully.
And then we don't realize the effort that you guys put on it. So can you talk a little about the magic that you guys do for us?
Sure. So this is a motion picture sound award, and there are many stems of sound in the soundtrack. Name an important one, dialogue. If you don't have good dialogue intelligibility, you don't have a story and you don't have a very good film. So that's one. Your music, that controls your emotion, and it's all about the scoring stage. And then there's the sound effects and Foley folks, and they produce their sound in a stage or actually sometimes out in the field, or they're really interesting artists. Let's see, what else? Well, then once you have the sound captured, then it's a matter of premixing it, taking it to the dubbing stage.
And that's when all the magic happens.
Well, we're involved with the studios where the sound is recorded, so scoring, Foley, ADR, and on the sound stage, actually. I have done sound stages, although this award has nothing to do with that. And then when the sound is ready to be mixed, you get it on to the final mix stage, feature dubbing stage, say, and we do the acoustics for that kind of thing. So that's more emulating a really super good, it's like the laboratory for the cinema. Yes. Right?
You describe it perfectly, a laboratory for the cinema.
Right,
yes.
That's what it is. And then it goes out into the ecosphere and it goes to your local cinema, and we also do that kind of work. So we pretty much see it from the beginning right through to the viewer.
And how did you discover that you wanted to do this? Was it you discovering it, or life was like, let me put you there?
Well, no, this is sort of an interesting story. When I was at Purdue, I got involved with record sales, so I loved selling music, and then I got involved with the radio station, and I loved being a DJ, and maybe someday I'll get to return to that, who knows. Yeah. I have something in common with Pete Ludet. Yeah. And so from that, I had finished my first year of engineering, and then I was very depressed because I realized I'm not an engineer. And then one of my friends saw me sitting there rather dejected in freshman engineering, and he said, I've got this thing for you. When I explained the problem, he said, I want you to meet Professor Grace. He has a program called Interdisciplinary Engineering, and this will solve your problem. And it did. So I was able to put together a program of art and design, engineering, and physics, and basically a lot of noise and acoustics that the university could offer. So I took all the courses they could offer because there weren't that many at that point in time. But the design stuff also was something that I was passionate about, and in my dealing with architects and so forth, it has turned out to be a real asset. So that's kind of the whole story in a nutshell.
That's amazing. I think it was a mix. Was your passion and life putting you there?
Yeah, well, it was. So how did I get involved with the film industry? So this is another kind of funny story. I was giving a paper at another professional society meeting at the AES, and I decided as part of my trip down there, this was a bit of an exploratory research project for me. I had heard that George Lucas was going to be building something, nobody knew what, on Lucas Valley Road. And the only reason I knew this was there was a letter that went out to all the local residents, and my friend lived on the road. And I thought, I wonder if I can find anybody at this AES meeting. So I looked at badges, and I looked for everybody from Northern California. I hit it on the second person from ultrasound. She said, I know exactly who you should call, Jim Kessler. So I called Jim Kessler, and he said, yeah, I will need an acoustical consultant services. Call me next Thursday. And every Thursday I called him, I must have called him like 25 Thursdays in a row. He would say, call me next Thursday. And so I just kept doing it. I think he wanted to see if I would just be persistent. And finally one day he said, can you meet me tomorrow? And that's how it started.
most amazing story ever.
And then a year later, or not even a year later, they hired Tom Holman. And he became a great mentor for me. And at the same time, I was working with Dolby, and I met Yoan Allen. And those two together really helped me out immensely, really immensely.
Oh, congratulations. You have a beautiful story. So
Oh, thank you.
thank you so much. I can talk to you for like 5 more hours, but
Okay.
I'm sure you want to finish your food, so I'll let you go.
Okay.
Thank
well,
you so
thank
much.
Thanks for watching. SMPTE would like to thank Vanessa Lua for hosting our red carpet interviews. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel as well as Vanessa's, and you'll receive notifications when we each add new content. We also invite you to share this video with your friends on your social channels. We'll see you next time.